Hi there, welcome to this unboxing. This is for Mansions of Madness 2nd edition. This surprised a lot of people. When Fantasy Flight said there was a 2nd edition, boom, it was almost here immediately because they didn't give us much notice, which is the nature of Fantasy Flight. So here we go, this is the 2nd edition. And this is purely app driven. You must have a tablet or phone, or Android or iOS to, wow, this is a heavy box, to play this. And some people don't like that. Some people have got into board games or come to board games purely to get away from the apps and the phones and the tablets. But apparently this fixes a few issues that were found in this Mansions of Madness 1st edition. Now, first of all, if we look at the box and put this out for comparison, wow, look, there's a big difference, isn't there? In fact, why is my box not shutting? I think it's because I've got all this stuff in it. Yeah, I've got like plastic containers and things. Now, we played this not that long ago, didn't we, Donna? Mansions of Madness. Luckily, we had a Vaughan came and he set it up and he was the keeper. So, and we had a great time, didn't we, playing it? Really, really good. So, I'm definitely going to keep this in the collection. Now, I know they're going to do release a base game, a small base game box, expansion for the 2nd edition with the tiles and monsters and investigators from the base game, and also from the Call of the Wild. Just getting some idea of box comparisons here now, look. They're going to release the tile sets for this and the other expansion, which eludes me. It's behind one of these. I do have it, it's behind somewhere. There was some print on demand, about 5 of them I believe, for 2nd edition. We have those, Yellow Sign, the Silver Tablets, Season of the Witch, I can't remember them all, you know. Yellow Sign probably being about the best from what I've read. I've not played that one. So Mansions of Madness 2nd edition. Straight away, the box fronts, I prefer 1st edition. I prefer the artwork on here. They're ready to go into the spooky haunted house, which is Cthulhu based, isn't it? So we've got all that, like it's like Kraken tentacles, but it's because Cthulhu got like a snaky tentacles here. But nevertheless, the reports from this so far that I've seen, apart from a few glitches with the app, I say a few, quite a few glitches with the app. I know they've been updating it. They've all been positive other than that. And I'm sure the app is going to get there. It's a shame that they're using people as beta testers to start with. You know, they should have done a bit more in-house testing. I think a bit more in-house testing and not use the purchasers of the game as beta testers. But here we go. This is a game of exploration, mystery and horror for 1 to 5 players. There's not enough horror games out there, is there? There just is not. So it says here requires free digital companion app, and the app's completely free. Now there's 4 scenarios ranging in difficulties and length in the app, and it's totally free of charge. And of course there will be many more to come. It's Fantasy Flight after all. So if we go to the back, if we look, there's the picture from the going up the steps here. They've used the same artwork off the 1st edition. So let's crack open this box. Let's see what we've got. We'll move the 1st edition stuff. And I mean, it's a huge box, isn't it? Good quality, sturdy. And first of all, it says stop. Mansions of Madness is a fully cooperative game in which players explore a location to unravel a mystery. Players must work together to overcome the challenges presented to them by a fully integrated companion app. This game cannot be played without the companion app. And it says before playing, download the app and so forth. And it shows you it can be on PC, on tablet or phone, and it's iOS or Android, and it's available from Amazon as well. And it shows you a bit about game interface and so forth. That's handy. The usual Fantasy Flight booklet showing their latest titles, and well, ones I've had around for quite a while. We'll have a look at that later. Now we've got the Learn to Play book, 2 rule books, Learn to play and the rules reference. So quick flick through the. I mean, lovely artwork though, isn't it? So and good glossy rule books. I mean, their rule books are fantastic. The Fantasy Flights, everything fantasy, you know, in the Fantasy Flight stuff is normally of the best components. So let's have a look through here. I like the look of the dice in this one. Get a lovely newness smell now off this box. There was one of them signs that on the internet the other day, and it was what was it? Board games. No, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a board game, which is pretty close. Not smiling now. Right, the rules reference here. So this is when you want to look up rules. I mean, you're going to have to go through this first of all anyway, I would say. The main person teaching the game is going to, and then you look at all this. It's all indexed nicely to look up any rules. There's the full index there at the back as well. So there we go, that's that. Now let's have a look at the game components. Wow, that is a lot of punch boards, isn't it? Look at that lot. I've got a lot to go yet. Wow. And what I do like about this, included, you don't have to buy it separately. So, you know, I mean, Fantasy Flight, some people knock it for the how they milk people, and don't get me wrong, I know they milk people. You know, you buy into something like Imperial Assault or Descent, and it's a money pit, isn't it? I've kept everything going for Descent 2nd edition. We have everything for that, but not for Star Wars Imperial Assault. You can only kind of keep one game that's going to be a constant money source, can't you, going, really? Certainly we can anyway. And I'll try and keep this Mansions of Madness going because it looks to be excellent. And you can play it solo with the app. So this conversion kit, I like that. We can use all our stuff from 1st edition, all the main box stuff, not the print on demand stuff, but the main box stuff with this conversion kit, and that's nice. So should we have a quick flick through it? Just a quick look. Let's have a look. I mean, it is nice because they could have easily sold this separately, couldn't they? So that's pretty cool. So these are the investigator cards, which, if I remember rightly from the 1st edition, these are a lot larger. They were smaller investigator cards. The components in the 1st edition, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so stuff's changed, and the stacked cardboard chits for going under the monsters, and some tokens there. So that's a great, really nice touch that is included, the conversion kit. That's a huge plus. Right, let's have a look at the tiles. Tile sheets, how many's here? Is it about 8? Let's have a look. Punchboard sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 punchboard sheets, let's have a look. So these are the rooms of the house, the spooky house. Artwork's great, isn't it? We've got some trapdoors here and things, and clue token. There's a bathroom. And on the reverse, there's some sort of like big, that pond or sinkhole pond, isn't it? There's a bench there. Some cobbled alleyways here. Lovely vibrant artwork. Got a cellar here with steps going down deeper. Nice parquet floor there, the piano room. Little bedroom there. Fire tokens and another search token there. Clue token, I should say. All reversible tiles. Going to punch really nice, isn't it? Very nice artwork. Billiard room, snooker room, pool room, whatever you like. Nice games room. And of course with the tiles, I mean that is 2 separate parts with the line running through for movement, and they've got some restriction here with the dotted yellow lines. This is basement stairs coming down. That's the basement. Oh yeah, they call that the billiard room. I wasn't even noticing the... Another clue token, fire tokens, entry hall. That's very nice. That's the flea market. So that's actually outside, isn't it? That's outside the house. That's a flea market there. Street corner, the cobbles. Alley end. Have a look. We've got the garden path here. So there's some areas, you know, outside the house. Yard, number 2. Question mark tokens, hall 1. Front of the street, docks. A storefront. Got the beach here. Just surprised me, I didn't know anything about this. Some exclamation tokens and a clue token. More of those question mark tokens and a clue token. We've got the hall corner, dining room, large tile here with 4 areas in it, and hall number 2. On the back here, we've got the town square, the dock 1, and an alley corner. So much stuff, isn't there? We've got the interior hall, small bedroom number 2, small bedroom number 1. The hall corner. I love the fact that this is centred in a big creepy old house. Hall end. Got some lantern tokens, another clue token. Come on the reverse, another street corner. These are these search tokens with the eyes on. Yard free. Root cellar. And another alley corner. Wow, look, it just keeps coming. A lobby. Very nice lobby indeed. The library. More of those lantern tokens and a clue token and an office. And on the back, another yard, yard 4. Oops, flicked a token out there. One of these ones, which I guess are search tokens. Houseboat here, another little boat, and another yard tile. So much stuff here, isn't there? It's unbelievable. Right, here we've got the lounge. Lovely lounge there. We got the hall stairs going down, and you got this great aerial view of the house. We've got study. Got some character tokens here and clue tokens. Rental dock. Street 2. The pier. And it says snack shack. There we go. That's the punch board. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. And then we got these stat tokens that go underneath, slot into the monster bases. Character tokens here. These look like pictures on the walls, like bureaus. Some other sorts of tokens. Plenty of clue tokens, fire tokens, all sorts. There's a little dog there. And of course all stat conditions and levels and stuff. Right, let's go further into the box. So these are all the bases. No need, well, do we want to have a look? Different sizes, monsters take up different sorts of room. We've got some very large ones here. But they have that tiny little, and clean these up a bit, they have that little square there to slot these Deep 1 hybrid. So, you know, if we're going to slot one of these in, even in the large one, just check it's not going to damage with any. There was a bit sticking out of plastic there. His stat goes up like that. So in the corner, I think that's the way it goes, isn't it? Isn't it like? Sorry, like that. Is it 1 or 3? And he slides in the side. Now they're pretty tight, these, so I'm not going to push it all the way in. I'm going to have a look properly. Anyway, that's how they go. That's how the tokens go into the bases. Now let's have a look further. Investigators, monsters, dice, and decks of cards, and the character sheets for the characters in the game. Characters in the game, we've got Agatha Crane, a bit like Agatha Christie, I guess. We've got Carson Sinclair. Got all the stats here for strength, agility, observation, law, influence, and will. And some blurb on the backstory so far. Are they different on each? Yes, they are. So he's the butler, she's the parapsychologist, Father Matteo, the priest, Min Tipan, the secretary, Preston Fairmount, the millionaire, Rita Young, the athlete, Wendy Adams, the urchin, and William Yorick, the gravedigger. Some great characters there. Certainly combined with the characters with the conversion kit, you can have a lot of choice. Let's have a look at these characters. We won't match them up, let's just have a little look at detail. I've had some mixed reviews. Now these look different, don't they, than the plastic in the first edition, definitely. Right, I've just pulled out my characters from first edition, and you know what? They are pretty similar, actually, the plastic. They are actually very similar. So I don't know what people have been banging on about. I don't think there's much difference in detail. So there, if people wanted to know, look, there's the characters from the first edition. These are them. Now look. These are what you will get in your the expansions to be released. I'm pretty sure they're going to use the original characters. They're pretty neat, aren't they? So that's first edition. Vaughan's set was all painted up and they're fantastic, weren't they, Donna? Yeah. So that's the first edition stuff. Just for a comparison now, let's have a look in detail at the second edition. So very similar. There is a slight difference now I'm looking. Slightly duller plastic, maybe a little less detail, not much though. Still nice quality, high quality, still pretty detailed miniatures. He's leaning forward a little bit much. I think he might need the, in the hot water, moulding back, stand up a little bit straight, and then in cold water. He's definitely a bit leaning forward. I think he's the gravedigger. Here we go. Couple more. Plenty of choice, isn't there? He's obviously the priest. Right, monsters. It's monster time. Let's have a look, and then we're more or less through. And have a quick look at the app, which I do have on my tablet, but we're going to have to look at that on the phone because we're using the tablet to film. So these are, oh look, they're quite a decent character, aren't they? Oh, he's got some bits he shouldn't have on him there at the moment. Look, they're quite good, and they're going to go on the big bases. He's like a flying monster. Very heavy, good. Couple of those. These look good. These are going to look great painted up, aren't they? I've seen some nice purples and stuff. People have painted these up. Remember, these are going to be much more substantial. Sat on their bases. They're going to look more the part. They're going to need gluing into them bases, I think. There's tons here, look. Definitely going to need gluing on these. But you could paint them up first before you glue them to the base, I think. Like a lizardy sort of creature. Plenty of those. And we've got these guys with the axe. We had a madman. Couldn't shake him off, could we, in the game we played recently? Just kept following us everywhere. Mad Axeman. Is the pretty cool, aren't they? Oh, is he like the fog? Nice knitted jumper. Like the zombies in the first one. I don't know what he is. Why me? So there we go. I think that's pretty much the monsters. Very nice custom dice. Stars are successes. I've rolled one success there, and if you've got clue tokens you could turn that into a success or not as well. They're very nice them, aren't they? Really like them. Cards, plenty of. These little stack cards and deck cards. Look, just quick flick through these. Otherwise we would be here all day. Plenty of blurb on these and conditions and whatnot. Dynamite, Elder Ward, lovely artwork, flare gun, great stuff. Let's have a look in this other deck of cards quickly for completeness. We're nearly there, folks. Right, here we go. Machete and magnifying glass, medical textbook, pickaxe, pocket watch, sedatives. Look, fantastic artwork. Lots and lots and lots of different cards. Rope there. Tons of variety in this base box. The amount of stuff in this base box is phenomenal, isn't it? Not a cheap game. Did find it a reasonable good price from Chaos Cards in the UK. I think it was about 67 delivered, which was pretty good compared to some other places. That's Chaos Cards. Right, and here's the app. So I have to show it on my phone because the tablet is being used to film on. Fantasy Flight Games. Just loading up now. And in fact, I've played around the app on the tablet. It looks fantastic. Brings the game to life. Now in here, we go into more. Oops, I don't know what I pressed there. Right, 1 second. Let it load up again. Oh, I must have pressed quit by mistake. So I want, oh yeah, I did. More. Now I can put in my collection and add in the second edition stuff. So I have the base game. So click on it and enable it. Back. I have the Forbidden Alchemy. Enable it. Back. I have the Call of the Wild. Enable it and back. And all that stuff now will be incorporated. You know, randomly there'll be tiles from there and investigators and monsters into the game. Isn't that neat? Go back. Main menu. New game. And you've got this one now. It's a difficulty of 2, 60 to 90 minutes. That's Cycle of Eternity. Or we could go to Escape from Innsmouth. Difficulty of 4. I think this is the hardest one so far. 90 to 150 minutes. Or we've got Shattered Bonds. Oh no, look, that's full on difficulty 5. 120 to 180 minutes. How accurate these are, I do not know in minutes. And then we've got the big behemoth here. The Rising Tide now. This is one that I could see definitely playing through solo. That's 240 to 360 minutes, but only a difficulty of 3. And I think that takes you to different towns and all sorts, so absolutely awesome. You can save the game. Now there was many problems I think with the app, certainly with saves and things, but I think they're slowly getting ironed out. There's been some updates already. So select scenario. Oh, and then we select investigators. There we go. So if we picked them for, say, okay. Game starting items. And then we pick these out the decks that it's given us. Let's begin scenario.
You slump into your office chair.
As you can see, and then it'll give us a starting tile for the house, and then it'll just randomly put tiles there as we open doors and stuff. So, you know, pretty neat. Look, there's our starting tile. There we go. and it's all set up now and everything. So we don't want to go into too much, but what a fantastic package. Phone not included. That is Mansions of Madness, the 2nd edition from Fantasy Flight Games. Looks really good, doesn't it? Thanks for watching.